We've gone nuts.
I feel so mischievous today.
You do?
I feel so mischievous.
You know what's synonymous with mischievous?
What?
A rat.
No, it's
You're
not.
a rat.
A rat is awful.
A rat, all they're doing is mischief. Mischief mice.
I feel like rats. Okay, you know what? I feel like I'm disagreeing already. And you're right. Rats are so mischievous.
Yeah.
You're so right. They are so mischievous.
Yeah.
I can't start this episode.
Like,
just
imagine if
saying
you were
no.
walking around life with your hands up here by your mouth, like nibbling on something. It'd be really mischievous.
That's not really a rat. Okay, here I go. That's a squirrel. What you're describing is a squirrel.
Ma'am, you have not seen enough rats.
Neither have you. You have seen way fewer
I've seen
rats.
way
in-
more than
no.
you. I talk about rats. Who talks about rats more? Me.
You talk about pigeons. You don't talk
No,
about rats.
You live in Laguna. There's no rats there.
I cannot believe I've disagreed within the first minute.
I know.
4
I
times.
know. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but like, I'm slim enough to wear my wedding ring.
My!
I put it on this morning. I was so scared.
What was kind of like? Was it apprehension? Like, was your finger? Not you having apprehension, but like, did it glide on? Did it or did it?
It did, and I thought, I feel like Noelle should have put this on.
You think you should have re-proposed?
It should have been like a reintroduction to. I felt like weird putting it on myself.
When Noelle proposed to you, he slid on the ring himself. Do you know how hard that is for someone at that angle to push the ring on your finger?
He did.
Okay, well, he's strong.
I mean, I wouldn't have allowed it any other way.
Okay.
It would have been bad luck for me to put the ring on myself.
Oh.
PSA, if you put the ring on yourself, bad luck.
PSA, I think like over 50% of people are putting the ring on themselves.
Oh, well, then you're just a little too giddy and you're not following protocol.
Well, PSA, it's like trying to put shoes on another person. Like the angle of which that someone's inserting a ring, it's very difficult.
yes, but if there's a tradition of when you put the shoe on, you have a lifelong happiness, then you're going to let someone else put the shoe on.
Well, I'm not going to stand there for too long of a period of time while someone's on
Exactly.
their knee and just trying to shove it. That's
Isn't
inappropriate.
isn't following protocol because you're too excited.
No, that's inappropriate. I can't let somebody be hanging down there like shoving this thing on my fat knuckle fingers. That doesn't feel romantic at all. That feels like this is a mistake. I got to get this going.
I mean, putting something in something is very akin to love.
I feel like we feel like maybe love is different. God, we've never started out this much on different foot.
I know. I know.
On different foots.
I know.
And I was so excited to see you today, and things are going downhill very quick.
I know. Well, since we're taking jabs, I have something to say.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Taking jabs. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm doing it again. Okay, I am.
What if I told you that air was transparent? Would you disagree?
Probably. Sometimes it's foggy.
Yeah.
Is
See?
fog air?
See? It is.
Okay.
What is air?
Well, let's not start questioning our
Steam?
existence.
Steam air?
Yeah. Now we just have to define air, I think. We need Marianne.
Okay, so this
Yeah.
is like breaking news.
Oh my God.
Breaking news.
Like you heard it here first?
Yes.
Okay, you heard
Okay.
it here first. Here we go.
So what if I told you
okay.
that I have caught you red-handed in a crime?
I'm not surprised because I commit a lot of crimes and I try to get away with all of them.
Okay. So
So-
that helps where we're going here.
I have a pit in my stomach because like it could be anything.
I know. Ovi, can you pull up the thing that I sent you?
Are you kidding me? You have evidence and facts?
Yes.
You
I
sent
have you live on camera committing a crime.
live on camera? Wait. What?
I know. You just can't even contain your
Why are you watching me so closely on camera?
exactly.
I feel like you're committing a crime. I'm just trying to get back at you already, and I don't even know what it is. Okay, here she comes. What's going on here? Wait,
CCTV shows moment that the Paddington Bear statue was ripped in half.
okay.
And there's some
A Paddington Bear
passerbys.
statue, while drunk on a night out, have been sentenced. Daniel Heath and William Lawrence, both 22, were caught on CCTV in Newbury, Berkshire, kicking and pulling at the statue before eventually breaking it off. The judge at Reading Magistrates Court said the men took the statue in a taxi back to their base at RAF Odeum, where it was later found in the boot of Lawrence's car and recovered by police. Heath and Lawrence each admitted an offence of criminal damage and have been ordered to carry out unpaid work and each paid £2,725 to cover the cost of repairs.
I know you think it's stupid, but
Yeah. Well, number one, I hate being shown clips live on camera. That's like my number one ick.
Yeah.
So you've committed a crime
yeah.
of passion against me
Yeah.
in this scenario. How do I feel about this? Number one, I don't even like Paddington. So
Yeah, I know. So you
There's
would
been
have
so
you
many
would have
crimes.
decapitated him
no, I wouldn't
out
because
of hatred.
I don't deface public property. I don't. Okay. That's my number one rule. Okay. Number two, I don't care about this bear. Like to my core, I wish I could care about Paddington. I want to care because I know you care so much. Anything related to Paddington, I hate. I just had to tell you.
Okay.
No,
Well,
I
I
could
don't think you needed to tell me. I think that was apparent.
And number two,
I just wanted to get you like riled up to think that like I had footage of you,
you did. I was.
but like that would be you.
No, as I confirmed, I wouldn't. I know people get joy out of nice public things like a bear sitting there. Like I would never
No.
take
if
that.
that bear was in your local park, vandalized.
You think I have the strength to rip a bear from a chair?
Yes.
Wow, thank you. No, that would not be me. I fear getting in trouble more than I fear anything on earth.
Okay.
I fear confrontation.
Okay.
So I would not take a bear. Could you imagine the cops coming to my house being like, I think you have this bear? I'd be like, take me.
I don't give an F about this bear.
I would not bring him home. I
Yeah.
hate this Paddington bear. So sorry, everyone. Like, I'll try to get on board with Paddington again. Don't hate me for that. Don't hate me for that.
I don't hate you
Okay.
for that. For other things.
Oh, okay. We'll make a list.
I know. Well, I just have to say, just so it's out there and it's known, I have a clog in my duct.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have like lots of milk vessels in your boobies, and they're the things that like push all the milk through.
Yeah.
And sometimes they get clogged, and they form little bumps and lumps on your boobs, and you have to get them out on your own.
Did you use a toothbrush like I told you?
You never told me to
Yes,
use a toothbrush.
I texted you. I said, use an electric toothbrush. All you got to do,
You
rub
never
the
said
area.
that.
Yeah. I mean, check your text. You got to search electric toothbrush. And I'm
Interesting.
sure I've said it.
I probably disregarded it because I don't have an electric toothbrush.
Which, jail.
I know.
Jail time.
I
You're a
know.
grown adult now. You have to have it. Like, do you go to the dentist?
Yeah, I do, but I really like the.
You can do that with an electric toothbrush.
No, I feel like I'm doing too much. It's like it's vibrating, it's moving left and right, and I'm also jamming it in there.
I don't feel like you're the type of person that would
Someone has to
manually
buy
brush your
regular
teeth.
toothbrushes.
No, that's for young children. That's for young children. Once
They
you
make adult ones.
no. I mean, they make them, but not for you. Like, you're not the type of person that has a manual.
I like.
Does Noelle manual?
Yeah, we both manual.
Oh, you guys
We
have
like
the
it.
Perfect. You're the perfect pair.
We're just living in the 90s.
No, you're not. You are so new age AI tech. Your GPT chat. I was wondering how you find Chat GPT. Like, how do you find it?
On the internet.
Like, you have to Google Chat GPT and it takes you to the website.
I'm sure you could go to the website directly if you didn't want to Google it.
Okay, I don't know a direct site I can like hit. I was also walking to the neighborhood because it's literally all I do.
Yeah.
So I'm out here walking, and on my walk, I avoided 500 snails because it's been raining. And I was like,
Mm.
does this go on my heaven list? Like, are they noticing that in heaven? Like, are they like, she avoided 500 snails? Like, she like really tried hard on this walk. And so it made me think like, what is on the heaven list? Is it more than just, your thoughts, your actions? Like, is it also about how many snails you don't kill on the walk? Is that
I'm
counted?
confused. What the hell is a heaven list?
It's like the list that God's checking. Like, oh, like you killed like maybe 10, 15 snails
You
here
mean
and there.
Judgment Day?
Yeah, sure. Heaven list, Judgment Day, whatever you want to call it. Is it judgment? There's a whole judge situation. I didn't really know that. I just thought like maybe God had like this list, like Santa Claus. Like,
You think you're going to heaven to decide if you're going to heaven or hell? You think
Isn't there
they're
a
giving you a
conversation?
little taste of heaven, and then they're like, no, wrong, hell.
well, I thought they'd maybe have to count the number of snails I tried to save on that day.
I think that you go to a purgatory place before you go straight to heaven.
Oh my God, there's like a waiting.
What is a heaven list?
A heaven list. Like, okay, Sarah.
Is that something you made up, or is it something that exists?
I think I made it up, but like, they're checking the list like Santa. Like, they're making a list. They're checking it twice. Like,
Yeah.
Sarah saved snails when it's raining. Like, she didn't run over any snails with her stroller. That's obviously on my positive list.
Yes.
My pros and cons. It's a pros and cons list for Jesus and the
Yeah.
Lord. What's on my cons list, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, pro. She's never wrote mean comments on social media. Obviously, that's on my pros list.
Yeah.
Could you imagine people saying mean things? Like, they're totally on their cons heaven list.
Yeah.
God's going to see that,
Yeah.
But what else is on the list?
What else would be on the list? I think like murder,
Okay, but
cheating.
not a lot of people murder, right? And does cheating count when you're married? Or what if you just have a boyfriend and you cheat? Automatically
Cheating
no
is the
heaven?
same.
So no heaven if you cheat. So all the cheaters out there, no heaven.
Tiger never changes his stripes.
Are you talking about Tiger Woods?
Oh, also a cheater. A famous cheater.
Yeah. So is he not going to heaven?
Oh, definitely not. But that's
I
for a lot of
was-
reasons.
Talking about like an actual tiger.
Okay.
But I know that Tiger Woods fits
the bill.
the bill.
Okay. So if you're a cheater, no heaven. Just
No
bare,
heaven.
bare minimum.
No heaven.
God, do people know this going into life? Like, have they been told? Okay, but what about the whole snail thing? Like, do you think that's going on my
agree.
pros list?
I agree, but like the other day there was a fly on the ground, but I'm talking like a little gnat, and I smushed it and I said, "How dare you be in my house?" And then I went, "How dare I build a house?"
How dare you be on Earth?
Yeah. And I went, "That was nasty of you, Lena. You built this house, you took over its place, and then you just murdered him."
Yeah. So do you think
And
that's
I
going on your
felt-
cons list for heaven?
No.
Okay, so God is fine with that.
I think because it was really small,
Okay. I understand that. So,
But I felt evil.
of course.
It's like one thing to swat a fly, but then to say something nasty to him upon
kill him
his
on his
deathbed, like that's cold-hearted
You
of me. And I
smited
felt
him.
disgusted in
Don't-
myself.
Honestly, I'm worried.
I built this house. I took over his space.
I know you did. You did take it.
Yes, he entered my home, but he didn't know it was my home.
That's right.
But
And
I
he
also
died
don't
for
want
it.
to
He died
live
for
with
it.
him.
Oh my God. And mind you, as I was literally bivouacking, not avoiding the snails, all of a sudden behind me I hear motherfucking crunch. Corbin fucking killed a snail. And I was like, you're not going to heaven. Like, because that one
I
snail.
know.
I'm out here saving them. And I'm like, great. I'm going to be in heaven. You're going to be in hell. We're not even gonna be together.
Was he doing it on purpose?
He was not distraught at all. It was an accident, but he wasn't distraught about it. And I'm like, I'm going to think about that snail for the rest of our walk.
The crunch of a snail
Is horrifying. Why do you-
it's horrifying, and it shouldn't sound exactly like biting
Death.
into a chip.
Oh, it does kind of sound like that.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't.
It should be different.
It should be different.
It kind of sounds like you're biting into a chip with guacamole.
Oh, that's a hard. No, but now I'm feeling sick about anytime I eat a chip. Now I'm going to be thinking about a snail's death.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
That's horrible. Why would you bring that to my attention?
Just it was to my attention.
And what about like stealing? Like, what if you steal a pencil? Heaven? Hell?
I think that's fine. Are we God right now?
Are we choosing people's heaven and hell? Like, are we deciding
Yeah.
fate in this moment? Probably.
I feel like you get like
Three strikes, you're out. Baseball.
I think that
baseball
you get like
rules?
10 bad things
10 bad things.
and like one evil thing.
Whoa.
And you could still
get to heaven?
get to heaven. And
Okay.
like what's evil is like me killing that fly.
Oh, wow.
And
That's
talking
that's
smack
not.
to it.
Okay, that's not evil. That's like low grade. That's like that could be a strike. That could be
Okay.
one of your 10s.
Okay.
That's not straight evil. Like, how many strikes do you think you have on
What's
your list?
evil? Murder.
Murder is evil. Cheating's
Cheating.
pretty evil. Mean Instagram comments. That's pretty evil.
Pretty evil.
If you're a person that's writing mean things,
Mean comments. Evil.
that's straight evil. You get no chances.
But what if you're like 13 and you didn't know better?
evil?
Okay.
No.
Ovi, how many mean comments have you written?
I will sometimes write mean comments if someone's really annoying.
Ovi,
Not often. But if I think they're mean, I'll write mean comments. Like,
Ovi.
I know.
First, you're not replying to my texts, and now I know.
I know. I
Well,
love finding more out about Ovi.
I know. Which
She
is peeling
doesn't
back
have
the
time to
layer.
respond to your text because she's leaving mean comments.
Yeah, sometimes, but not often. I did it one time.
Does it keep you up at night?
No, I think it's funny. Because this girl wrote this, she was like nasty in her TikTok. And she said, POV in my day as someone who does more in a week than you do in a day. Or no, opposite. More in a day than you do in a week. And I said, you don't know what my week is. Because like, fuck you.
That's more funny than evil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you're saying something funny, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I'm not like, you're ugly.
That's the kind of
evil.
shit. That's the
I
kind of
would
shit.
not do that.
Okay, now we're painting a better
yeah.
picture. Thank you. Jokes are here to stay. Mean comments are different.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess insects we can cross off the list. Like we're fine. We're getting to heaven.
I think it's fine. I think it's kind of, they're on the ground and your feet touch the ground. It's par for the course.
What about honking? Heaven or hell?
I think neither.
So it doesn't count on your list. Pros
It
and
doesn't
cons.
count.
Wow.
That's just a means of transportation.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you could be an asshole on the road though. What if you give the bird? How many birds can you give until you're hell?
What, a bird? Oh, I didn't know that that's what it was called.
You don't know this is called giving someone the bird?
No, what about it is a bird?
That's what
It's a Jersey State bird.
But that doesn't look like a bird.
I guess
It's just a middle finger that's up.
but everyone knows this means giving them the bird.
But what is the bird in there?
The bird is like, I don't know, Alina. I don't make things up. I just
So why do you go with sayings that you don't even understand?
Well, this isn't a saying. It's just
That's
like
a saying.
the people call it the Jersey State bird. Like it's so natural to just
Are
like
you trying to be like, I'm from Jersey?
I don't have to say it because it's just ingrained in my body. Like it's oozing out of my pores. I'm East Coast, baby.
Yeah.
Why? I feel like I knew you were typing over there.
The 19th century British theatrical slang, give him the big bird, meaning to hiss or boo someone.
I do not approve of booing. That's hell. You cannot boo. That's straight to hell.
I don't think that's that bad.
You would boo? I hate booing. Are you kidding me?
Boo you. Like, you know those girls that'll text back and be like, boo.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Oh, yeah.
Word.
Actually,
Or hissing? Are you kidding? What about when
what
people
is a
throw
hiss? Who's doing that?
No, back in the day, they'd throw like tomatoes on stage and like hiss at you. Fuck no.
Oh, yeah. That's
You hiss
weird.
at me?
I've never actually booed anyone, but I think it's like funny.
Hell though.
In a funny
But
situation.
imagine being on stage and getting
imagine
booed.
being in the audience being like, yeah, boo. Like, what?
Yeah, it's kind of camp.
It's kind of funny.
If you
In
do
like,
that,
oh,
What it means to
way.
be camp. I wish I got that sentence.
Only people who know.
what camp
know.
means. I know. I'm still going back to the Met. I just wish I got it.
I will say that thumbs down when you're driving is worse than flipping someone off.
You know what?
It is like so,
That's really good.
but in a good way. Like it's like that was kind of
you
an
did a bad.
yeah, but I'm not mad about it.
but thumbs down.
Yeah,
I've never had
never
a
thumbs down.
I've never
Never
even
thumbs
seen
down.
that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna start thumbs downing. You know what? I won't. I'm
How
not
about just
confrontational.
no one signs at all? How about if you're upset in the road, just keep that shit to yourself.
or
so you don't
do
ruin
peace
someone else's
sign.
day.
I like
true.
peace sign.
Peace sign? Oh,
I'll do that.
No, that's passive aggressive, right?
No, but I mean it. I'm like we're got this.
No, you're so mad at them, and they know it.
Yeah. How about you just keep your feelings to yourself when you drive?
That's a good idea. Okay, so
Like-
nothing with driving. We can all go to heaven.
Yeah.
Okay. So are we good with heaven and hell? Do we know where to go? Because I'm not exactly positive.
I mean, I think just be a good person.
Okay.
You know.
A lot of things come into play with that.
What about like when little kids like hurt animals? You know how kids do that? That's what I think too.
I think anything under 18.
No, you
So you
can't.
get-
No. Because then cheating. We said cheating. All cheating. Hell.
I think if you're 10, you can cheat.
No, you shouldn't be kissing at 10. Why are you kissing? Why are you cheating at 10?
I'm not, but kids do that. I'm just saying, pre-adult, you don't really know. I mean, if you're murdering animals, yeah, obviously. But like,
I don't know. Okay, so God is
I
only
used
judging
to-
18 and over. I didn't get that warning. I didn't get that warning that I could go old school crazy up into 18, and then
I'm
then
just saying,
heaven
we
would
didn't
start
have we weren't fully developed. You know, we
I'm
didn't
still
really
working on
know.
it, you know.
We didn't really know.
Okay, well, avoid snails just in case.
I'm just trying to say, be good in your adult life. Okay.
okay, but also be good as a kid because you have parents and they also want you to be good. You know what
Yeah. I mean, hopefully, no kids are listening.
Hopefully, some are though. Like, hey kids, what's up? Like, if they're here, like, I'm glad they're here. I don't want them to go. I love kids. So, I feel like the whole internet was kind of up in arms about the Call Her Daddy interview with Chappell. Did you
Oh,
hear
yeah.
it? Or did you hear what they were up in arms about?
I heard there was
A comment.
about all mothers are miserable that she had seen,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. And like I feel like the internet, I love when the internet gets up in arms because I love to watch the show.
Yeah.
I love to see the arguments on both sides because I can, I'm like a debater. Like give me any side you want and I'll argue it.
Yeah.
So I just like to see what people say.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really, really interesting. Number one, because mothers, we'll grab our pitchforks, don't get us started. And we'll hate on each other. We'll hate on somebody else. Like we'll hate on different ideas of motherhood. We are judging everyone. We're judging no one and we're very peaceful. But I just thought it was so interesting. And I didn't think the right direction was to vilify this person. This is just her experience. She wasn't saying I'm a mother and it sucks.
Yeah.
She's just saying like, number one, she's young too. She's looking at her own friends and she's saying like, this is what I see in them. And it makes her sad. Like, I don't think she was saying a diss to motherhood at all. Like that was not my perspective from hearing her talk about it. But I just thought it was interesting because my immediate thought went to her friends. Like, how did her friends feel that was the perception they were giving of motherhood? Like, how did they feel like they were that transparent? And like, did they feel like, oh shit, am I complaining a lot? Like, did they feel like, oh, I'm not showing my friend all the joys of it? Like, that's where my head went.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that there should be a facade of like, motherhood is so easy and like it's all joyful and like it's not hard work at all. Like I don't think that should be the narrative.
Yeah.
Like it is hard work.
Yeah.
I don't think people are debating that. I just thought it was interesting because if I was her friend, it would make me feel reflective.
Yeah.
Of like what's the perception of me and like does my child see that I'm enjoying my time with them or are they only seeing that I'm struggling? Because I always want that to exist too. Like I want her to see me having fun being a parent. And that's not to say that, again, that's not to say that you're like every moment, like the expectation should be every moment is joyful and every moment I'm living in love and every moment that's fucking sun shining out of my ass.
Yeah.
But that was my perspective.
Yeah.
What did you think about the backlash or like the thought process?
I think that people mistake being tired and being vulnerable with being miserable. Like, I'm tired, but I'm not miserable.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work, but I'm not unhappy. I feel like that's people's perception is like, oh, you're tired and you're
struggling.
It's a lot of work, so it must be miserable and you must be unhappy. And it's like, no, moms are just tired, but they're full of like love and life and I hear music.
Me too.
It's like a soundtrack.
I know.
No, yeah, I think there's just a confusion there. And it's like, I think it's like if someone who doesn't have kids is tired or miserable, it's just like, oh, they're tired or miserable. But I think if you're a parent and you're tired and miserable, it's automatically like, oh, it's because you have kids.
I also think you literally, you took the words right out of my mouth because
I love that.
I know. We're on the same page. What I was going to say was I was tired and miserable like being a producer, right?
Yeah.
Not that I didn't love my job. I was doing my fucking dream job.
Yeah.
But now when I'm tired and miserable, I'm saying that in quotations, like I'm putting all my energy into something that I find a million times more valuable to my life.
Yeah.
Like I am pushing all of my energy into something that I think that matters.
Yeah.
Whereas before I was pushing all my energy into something that now I can like look at and be like, oh, that didn't actually matter into my life. And that's not to say that I think that like work doesn't matter. Like I always like to have the interpretation like you should do and be in the place that fills you up. Like if that is motherhood, that should be where you are.
Yeah.
If you look at work like that, if that gives you the same feeling, then that's where you should be, you know? And I'm much more now in the space of like, I think before when I was younger, I always had this interpretation that like maybe everyone wanted to be a mom and that it was for everyone.
Yeah.
And so I was always, because I felt that so ingrained, I always felt like, oh wow, it's so surprising that someone doesn't want that. But now being a mother and seeing the work and the commitment and all the love and all that stuff, I think it is so powerful when someone knows it's not for them.
Yeah.
Like I think that like is actually extremely meaningful to be like, you know, I can see that and that's not my direction.
Yeah.
And I also think about this all the time in my upbringing, and maybe I'm curious if it's the same for you, but like I never saw childhood. Like I never saw early babies. Like I think we're so the same way I never saw birth. Like I feel like we're so disconnected from the experience of babies to infants to children. Like I only saw my own experience. I only saw my parents' experience of me. Like I was not around young babies. My friends didn't have babies before me to where I saw them. I had no idea what motherhood was actually like. I saw the photos. I saw the Instagrams. I saw the snapshots. I saw the like, oh, what a beautiful family. I saw people out and about. I had no idea what it was like to be a mom. None. Zero. Like, and it's the same thing of birth. Like if I had grown up in a space where like I saw birth 50 times before I had my own baby, holy shit, that would have been amazing. That would have made me.
Anyone's had that experience.
They used to. People used to do that experience all the time. People
what, in the 60s?
No, I'm talking about like millions and millions of years ago. People saw birth. Dinosaurs saw each other. But like that's how like people would go over to the houses. They saw birth all the time.
I get what you're saying.
Like now we're so disconnected from it.
You know what I think?
That's fearful.
I think that everyone just needs to stay in their lane. I think that there's
we're both actresses and singers and podcasters. We cannot stay in our own lane. No, I'm just kidding. But we always do that to people. Anyways, continue.
No, I just think that people who have kids and are pushing kids onto other people, it's annoying. If people don't want to have kids, they don't have kids. And people who don't have kids are always talking so proudly about how they don't want to have kids. Just do what you want.
It's crazy to
Stop
me
trying
how
to push
people
your
get
agenda onto
offended
other
by
people.
other people's life choices.
No, but I think it's like, stop pushing what you want to do onto other people. Like, do you need convincing from other people that you should or shouldn't have kids? Stop pushing it onto other people.
Well, it doesn't diminish your own experience because someone doesn't want to be a mom.
That's fine. That's fine. But I think there's a way to want to be a mom or not want to be a mom without pushing it onto other people or putting other people down.
Do you think it's like a push, or is it just like people being like invalidated about their own experience? Like I need that people to be a mom, like because I'm getting so much joy from it, like you need to, and that
Yes,
like
I think
validates my own experience.
I think that's weird. And the same way
Yes.
that people who don't have kids are like, oh, life's so much better without kids, blah, 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 blah. It's like, that's your experience.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to convince anyone else that they should or shouldn't have kids? And then moms, why are you trying to tell people that it's so fulfilling and you need to do it? Just stay in your lane.
Like, yeah, like not everyone's going to be fulfilled by motherhood and not everyone's going to be fulfilled by work.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which direction you're fulfilled in.
Yeah.
Just do what's fulfilling to you.
It's like me going to work at Whole Foods and then telling everyone that they need to go work at Whole Foods. Not everyone needs to work at Whole Foods.
Speaking of that, don't you feel like I had this religious experience the other day where someone was kind of like pushing their religion. And I thought it was like very interesting because they find so much gratitude, joy, peace in that experience. And it's something that all religions kind of do. Some more than others are like out there pushing theirs on each other. But it's quite similar to that. Someone being like,
it's like if you don't want to have kids and someone asks you don't have kids, I don't have kids because I'm too selfish.
do you think that would piss people off?
No, because that's how I used to, when like 7 years ago when I was like, I'm not sure if I want to have kids. Part of it was like, I'm kind of selfish. I don't want it to take care of somebody else.
Yeah.
That was my interpretation. I was like, I have to take care of another human being for the rest of my life. I don't know if I want to do it. If someone were to ask me, I would say, I don't really know if I want to have kids because I'm kind of selfish. That's my own thing.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say, I don't know if I want to have kids because everyone I see has kids looks absolutely miserable and their life's going to be over.
And don't you feel like, too, it's like,
it should be about your personal opinion on it, not dragging anyone else down. I don't know. It's a controversial thing. I know it's a controversial thing.
It's very controversial. Very controversial.
Did I say?
No, you didn't
it's
say
controversial.
It's controversial, baby. It's controversial.
But I think either way,
I also
Moms or
think it's
non-moms, they're always pushing. Stop pushing.
religious people too, you guys. Stop pushing. It's interesting though, because I always go back to like, if something brings you joy or if something enhances your life, I understand the concept of wanting to share that. That could be religion, that could be motherhood, that could be sobriety, that could be drugs.
If someone's asking, if someone comes up to you and says, what
Good
do you
point.
find about
Good point.
being a mom that's rewarding? I'm on the fence. Of course, then
But isn't the
tell them-
internet just blasting out the information that no one wants to hear? That's
Yeah, I mean,
bothering
I'm
people?
pushing onto people that they should eat cottage cheese and drink carrot juice.
You're right. You have been pushing.
I do
that.
push.
You push it
I push, but I push
lightly.
lightly. And things that are just like, you might want to know. Having a child, birthing a child, and bearing a child for the rest of your life, the 3 Bs.
Birthing, bearing, and babying.
Yeah. That, I'm not going to push.
Okay.
I feel like Chapel kind of pushed her opinion though.
Do you think she pushed her opinion, or do you think she was just saying?
I don't know. I didn't see the
listened.
question.
Okay, I listened, everyone. And she was just, what she was saying was like, I watch my close friends from home that are mothers, like, are miserable. So I think she was saying, like, I'm scared to enter that role because what I'm seeing from my friends is that they're not, she was like, they don't have any light in their eyes. Like, they're just tired and dead. And I think, too, that's
fair. I
like
guess
a
it's
big,
fair.
it's just a
That's-
bigger conversation, I think, of like how mothers are treated in general in this like society. And I also think it's like just how our generation, I've said this, like, was raised in regards to like thinking that motherhood wasn't insanely special and like a dedicated thing. Like, to me, it was like generalized, I feel like, by society as frivolous, like that it shouldn't be hard and that it's not hard work and you just like have babies and then they do their own thing. Like, there was no, like, to not have it be hard, like, don't try so hard, kind of. That's like my perception of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I don't think we really lift up the mother community, give them support.
Isn't that true with everything? Like, everything is hard. Everything's been hard, but no one's talking. It's probably hard to build a house. But are
seems hard.
construction workers talking about how hard it is to build a house?
You're right. I don't
No
think
one's
so.
really talking about how hard it is to do anything.
You know what? What about cement? That seems like a hard job too. I think manual labor seems really
It does.
hard.
It seems hard. Everything everyone did 20 years ago was hard as hell. No one was talking about it. Yeah, we didn't have the internet.
Gardening?
We didn't have fucking Claude to
Oh my
ask
god.
how to calculate dimensions on a construction site.
How did they know their rugs were in the right place?
Into construction these days.
Honestly, I am too. I said to Alex the other day, I could really see myself doing manual labor as my next job because I feel like it's like a job.
Talked to Alex the other day.
Well, it was months ago. Like but since becoming a parent,
Yeah.
I like the idea of seeing your work, like the physicality of it. You
Yeah.
know, like you see in your child, like the work that you are putting in. Like,
Yeah.
let's just put it that way. You can see if you are doing a good job.
Yeah.
The idea of like manual labor to me, you can see if your house stands, you did a fucking good job.
Yeah.
Sometimes with work, there's nothing tangible. And I like the idea of like, look at my fucking garden. It produced my food and I'm
Yeah.
eating it. Like, look at my child.
Yeah.
You know, but also you don't want to get too much confidence off your baby.
Yeah.
You know what? You got to balance it.
Yeah, yeah. And I also think that you could cover things up really well, you know, like
Your baby can cover it up.
no, you can just like paint a house and it looks like it's fine, but then the second there's a little rumble, it could come crumbling down, you know?
I guess.
There's
I
a
guess.
facade to everything.
Okay. Well, that's only on the internet because you're trying to show off. But in real life, you're not about to go in and put your bed in a place that's not going to stay up. I'm not. That's a dollhouse. I'm not going to live there. So,
All right.
all right. So let's not talk any more shit. Let's just talk nice and sweet.
I have something for you. Okay. Have you ever been told like, okay, you have a sty or you have some sort of ailment?
like
and-
a zit or like a cough? Because a sty
Let's not
and an
define
ailment.
it. Okay. Let's just go with the flow.
Okay. I can never go with the flow.
And a doctor prescribes you to do hot compresses or cold compresses. Aren't you kind of like, I'm immediately put off. I came to a doctor and your advice is to put a hot cloth on it or a cold cloth on it. Get the hell out of here.
It's so funny to me because I would never go to a doctor that an option is cold compress. I would always start there. And if I can't fix it myself for weeks or months or years, then
so
I'll
we're the
go.
opposite. But for me, if a hot compress
But, like,
can
how do-
fix something,
Did
it's
you
like,
have a sty? Did you have a sty?
does it real? I've had many styes.
But and so you've had many styes and you aren't starting with hot compress?
I do.
So
but,
did you go to the doctor and say, "Hey, I've tried hot compresses"?
okay, can I talk?
Honestly, probably not.
So what I'm saying is, whenever a compress is told upon me that that's what I need to do to remedy it, I will do it, okay? And it does work. But what I'm saying is, aren't you kind of like, how is that going to fix it?
No, not me.
Damn
Not me. I'm always compressing.
I just think it's stupid.
I'm like literally like, oh, cinnamon could work, and I'll like dump it in my eye.
I just think it's stupid. I think it's dumb.
What are you looking for? Some type of medicine?
I think that it just seems really frivolous. It's like just oh, okay. Why can't I just go in the shower and let water run all over it? Why do I have to push a compress onto my... it just seems frivolous.
Okay.
Okay? It just seems stupid.
Going-
It just seems like, what is it really going to do for me? It does work, but why?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for like a magical ointment or like a bibbidi bobbidi
You
boo
love
situation.
ointment. You
okay?
you have so many ointments. Like you are so stocked up on ointments. Like if I went to your cabinet, you would have like you would have an ointment before you even have an issue.
I know.
Like just in case, like
I
you have
know.
the ointment.
I just think compresses are stupid and they should be done.
You know what you could do for your boob situation, by the way, is go in the shower and let the hot water run on it as you brush it out.
I know.
That's like a hot compress.
I don't like, stop pushing compresses onto me.
But compresses work. Ointments could be bad.
I know, but it's like, why isn't the solution just to like lay flat on a surface that's warm?
Well, you
that's
could-
a compress in itself. I just want something that seems a little bit more scientific. Okay, a hot compress just feels like wiping yourself off.
Well, how often are you compressing? Because it sounds like you like compress so much, you just feel
I
like it's a
don't
part of your
really,
everyday.
But it's one of those things where it's a life-lasting memory. You know, once I've done a compress, it's a life-lasting memory for me. So
You're so bothered by the compress.
I
You're
am.
so bothered by
I am like, really, this is gonna work, and I feel so stupid.
Like you
when
went
I
to
get
the
the
doctor and you
towel-
sat there and he said compress it.
When I get the towel and I put it under the hot water, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do this compress and hope that it works, and then I just feel dumb. You know, do you ever do something for an ailment and you just feel like, ugh, how is this gonna work? And then it works, and you're like, I guess.
Oh, man, I'm
No?
dying. I mean,
No, I get it. I don't need to hear your opinion.
yeah, like we might as well be from two different planets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it comes to this stuff, like when I have an ailment, I'm like, okay, I probably should go lay in the grass and have some sun hit me, you know, and that'll fix it.
Yeah.
So like you're looking for creams.
You're kind of like going Ollie's route, you know, like where Ollie has a stomach ache and he'll go eat the grass.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have an idea. Let me
Let me go moo
try
over here.
this. And like it's like if I'm talking to a doctor, it's because it's urgent. Like it's because my leg's off. You know?
Yeah.
Like there's no ailment for me that I'm
Yeah, I
trying
know.
to
I
cure.
should have like
You should have walked
talked to
in.
somebody else about this.
Anyone else. I'm like, you know what'll work? A hot compress.
Yeah, you're probably pushing the compresses on
I'm
people.
probably calling the doctor and be like, hey, listen, I know she's about
gotta
to come
prescribe
in.
more.
I know she's about to ask for some creams. Give her that compress.
Yeah.
And like maybe he'll give you a special compress, you know, one that's like it'll get you warm, but it won't burn your hands. So you could kind of gently place it on your styes.
Yeah.
Also, like I would question the bigger thing, like why do I keep getting styes? So I would kind of go to the root of the problem.
Yeah.
Then you're just trying to compress over and over and over again.
I just think that there's some things that we do to heal ourselves and they just feel kind of dumb. Like you feel dumb when you're doing it because you're like, how can this possibly work? And then it does. And you're like, okay, cool.
I get
But
what you're
I didn't
saying.
like doing that.
Listen, I actually understand that concept right there.
Okay.
Like,
That's all I was trying to say.
you're right. I'm so sorry.
You don't have to apologize.
I shouldn't have said what I said, Lena. I should have just been like, I see what you're saying with the weirdness of some certain, like you sit in a sauna and you're like, oh, if I sweat it out, I'm actually going to be better. And then sometimes it works. And you're like, wow, how did that happen?
Yeah. It just feels dumb in the moment.
It does feel stupid. It feels stupid that a washcloth is going to fix something.
Exactly.
It's just a washcloth.
Exactly. And warm water.
That's it.
Like you encounter warm water all the time.
But you don't dunk yourself in it. Like, oh, you know what? Like a cold plunge.
Yeah.
I love a cold plunge.
Yeah.
It makes me feel amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just dunked my body in cold water. I'm not sure that did anything.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, it has all these healthy benefits. I'm like, cool.
You feel dumb doing it.
You feel absolutely stupid. You're like, why am I actually Titanicing myself right now? But after you get out, I was like, you know what? My mental health has never been better.
Thank you for reveling in my revelation.
God, you're welcome. Maybe we should cut this whole segment and have me just agreeing at the end, you know?
You agreed the whole time.
I agreed the whole time. Sometimes it's just like, get on board with what your fucking friend is saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the hell, old Sarah?
Sorry about that.
Do you ever feel bad
All the time.
for coins these days?
Alina, can I tell you a story? I do feel bad for coins. I paid with coins and cash the other day, and someone said to me, wow, this is really nice. I haven't seen cash and coins in a long time.
Wow.
I said, it was nice to pay you this way. Man.
I was
so
thinking
bad.
about it because I saw a quarter the other day, and
Wow. King of coins.
I know, right?
Buy you a gumball.
Top notch, and it was all new, and so it caught my eye. I was like, "Whoa, shiny quarter!" Turned it over. It was a whole lady on there
What?
that I had never seen before.
There's a lady on a quarter?
Yes, and I thought, wow, remember the old days where you would look at the quarters and you try to see like the special edition ones with like different people on it? I'm like, I feel bad for this lady. She thinks that she caught her big break being on the back of this quarter. No one gives a fuck about this quarter. No one even knows that you're on this quarter. Imagine being in today's world and getting your face on a quarter and no one cares because no one's seen you.
You're so right. It does not give you the platform that you thought it would.
Yeah, I felt bad for her.
Who was it? Did you even find out?
I didn't care enough to even find out.
Wow.
But it was definitely a newer edition.
And you picked up the quarter? Or you left it?
I picked it up.
Oh, was
Yeah.
it? Where'd you find this quarter?
It was on my counter.
You found a coin in your own house?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
To find a coin in your own house?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just out here feeling bad for coins.
You know, Waylon
And
got her
the
first
people on
piggy
it.
bank. So we've been enjoying a lot of coin play. A lot of
You got to
coin
get
play.
her the special edition quarters that have different people on them.
I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way and find a new
That's
quarter.
what you used to do as a kid.
Yeah, as a kid. But if I stumble upon a new quarter, I'm excited. I don't want to take that joy away. I got to stumble upon it. That's what makes quarters fun. You find them.
Yeah.
You can't just go out and get it. What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? A bank? Oh. Could I get it from a bank?
Piggy bank.
Well, I have a piggy
Yeah,
bank.
you put it in the piggy bank.
Well, I know. That's what I'm doing. But like, how do I find a new quarter? Do I go to a bank and say, hey, I've heard you have new quarters here?
No, you give them a dollar bill at an establishment that has coins, and maybe
You
your
just hope for
total's
the
only
best?
30, and then you're going to get back 70 cents, and maybe you'll get 2 quarters.
Okay, so I just got to go around looking for it. Just like I want to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll let you know if I find a lady.
And then maybe just give her some shine.
I will. I'm going to put her right into the Minnie Mouse piggy bank I got. She's going to go right in the
Maybe
dark.
just say to her, like, I'm proud of you. You made it this far.
Well, I'm going to look her up on GChat PT.
Nice. Okay. So, what should we talk about? You have some.
Yeah, I have something that's really, really quick. And I just thought
No, don't make it really quick.
No, it's really quick. It's going to be...
I don't like that.
No, we're going to make it really quick. And
That's
then...
kind of like I have something that's not important at all.
No, I just have something that I need to say and I need to put out in the world.
Please.
Feel like rice pudding needs to be elevated. As a nation, as a society, I don't feel like it's getting its shine as a dessert. People fucking cast it aside. Do you know how good rice pudding is? It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who's eating rice pudding? No one. Me. At 10 p.m. in my
You
kitchen.
know who eats a lot of rice pudding?
Noel.
No,
Who?
my mom and my nieces and nephew.
It's so good.
My mom
We-
makes rice pudding like every week for
Okay,
them, and
okay,
they eat it.
bring it to
Can I
me.
tell you something funny?
Yeah.
So she's making rice pudding for
are you not
my
eating it?
niece. I think that her recipe that she makes for the kids is not as good as like the adult one, you know, that has a little bit more to it.
Okay.
My sister's kids don't eat sugar either, so like not into the rice pudding, you know. It's like very mildly sweet. Anyway, she makes my niece this rice pudding and she's eating it, and then my niece says, oh no, I don't like rice. Don't put rice in there. But she's eaten rice pudding every week. Isn't that so funny?
That's so cute.
She doesn't even know she's eating rice. She doesn't like rice. She says she doesn't like rice. I can't.
Does she know it's called rice pudding, or she just called it pudding?
She knows it's called rice pudding. She hasn't put 2 and 2 together that there's rice in the rice pudding.
That's really cute.
But I feel like that's such a kid thing. You grow up and you're like, nope, I don't like cheese. And then you're like, Susie, you've been eating cheeseburgers your whole life. It's like, shit.
I guess I love cheese. Yeah. No, I think it's really cute how kids just like to say no.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter about what. They'll be like, you want to watch a movie? No.
So empowered to say no.
So empowered to say no.
No, I don't like rice.
Take it out of that rice pudding. Remove it.
You know what I think happened to rice?
What?
I think rice got put into those little Cozy Shack containers.
I don't know what that means.
It's like Jell-O. It's like a brand.
We should bring down Jell-O.
Yeah.
Bring it down. Destroy it.
Well, I feel like once it
pudding
became a little snack pack for kids, the Cozy Shack rice pudding, it's not very good. And so I think kids' perception of rice pudding went way down. That was part of our generation. This is the science behind rice pudding.
Thank you.
And then we were kind of like, no, I'm not into that. It's not very good. Because we didn't have homemade rice pudding. We didn't have the elevated rice pudding. We had Lunchable version of rice pudding. And we were like, nah.
Rice pudding is...
It's delectable.
It should be on the top of the list for delicious desserts.
Mm-hmm.
It should be next to ice cream.
What do you think we should do to elevate it?
I don't know. That's why I've come to you. Because you know when you speak things into existence, it happens.
I think that we should put like maybe some nutmeg and some cinnamon.
Too far.
And...
vanilla.
Well, vanilla, yeah. It should be already in there.
I think it needs to be marketed better.
I think so. It's like prunes.
Chia seed pudding?
Yeah.
It blew up. Chia seed pudding is so gross compared to rice pudding.
I know.
I think rice in general gets a bad rap.
Well, rice has no nutritional value.
So I don't know. Sometimes they say beans and rice makes a complete...
I laughed. You said, oh.
I've never punched myself in the face before.
Sorry. Are you okay?
Barely.
Yeah, I think...
Listen, that was
maybe we need to throw cottage cheese in there.
No, cottage cheese is stupid.
Okay.
This is a dessert. We're talking desserts, baby. Cottage cheese is like for health.
I know.
Don't lump in rice pudding with cottage cheese.
I'm going to go home and ask my mom to make me rice pudding, but make it the good kind.
Can you bring some for me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
She makes it really good.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Because rice pudding is very popular in Pakistani culture. Well, you can have Pakistani rice pudding.
I would love that.
We call it kheer.
I love kheer.
That sounds like Lumen.
Oh, shit. Pause. I haven't watched season finale, so...
I'm not giving anything away other than...
But I just wanted to make sure that you didn't accidentally drop something insane right here.
Yeah, I know. And I can't wait for you to watch because
I'm like 3 weeks
I thought
out.
of you.
Oh, really? Okay. We got to know. Listen,
I thought of you.
We have more time with other people later on.
Can you look up rice pudding in Urdu? It's like throwing me off.
With ChatGPT?
No.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, thank God. It just sounds weird because...
Oh, it looks so good. It looks better in this photo.
Let's see Pakistani. Oh, yeah.
Looks delicious.
This is how we make it better.
That looks delicious.
Pistachios on top.
I love pistachios. I know you love pistachio ice cream.
That's probably how it gets elevated. With pistachios.
Okay, pistachios.
No.
Yes.
Your sister would appreciate.
Pistachio?
Yeah.
No way, Lena. That's like saying like, what's that place where people go and they party on the boats?
Thailand.
Nope. There's like a place in Europe and they go there and Ibiza. You basically said it's Ibiza, not Ibiza. That's like what you said about pistachios. Like you can't be like out here and be like Ibiza. No, you can't. You can't.
But
you have to say Ibiza. It doesn't matter
because there's a lore behind it.
It doesn't matter if it's actually Ibiza. We cannot say it. We have to say Ibiza. And if you say it any other way, you look stupid.
No, that's our thing. It's pistachio. Are you forgetting?
No,
you're forgetting.
Yeah,
you're forgetting.
I'm postpartum, Elena. Please.
Okay,
let's go to the bonus.
We will continue on in the bonus, and I'll bring you kheer next week.
Thank you. It's the nicest thing you've ever done for me. I'm so glad about it.
I'm not doing it. I'm just asking my mom to do it.
Well, you have to get it from your mom.
Yeah,
That's
you're right. You're right.
But
I'm going to be like, make sure you make it right.
Yeah, vanilla, sugar.
Well, however she does it.
Of course, but like I like sugar. If she's
No, I'm gonna
Okay.
make sure it's sweet.
well, make sure it's not the kid version. That's
yeah,
what I'm
exactly,
saying. You know?
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you in the bonus.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
This week on the bonus, so much of everything is just how you carry yourself.
I agree.
No, you don't agree. I think actually your signature look is short hair is very nice on you.
Okay, that's crazy because now you heard it here first. I'm growing out my hair. Don't do imposter syndrome me right here. Right.
There's no.
I swear to God.
Petition because we've never been outside.
Petition. I've been outside with you many a times.
We can't just say petition in front of everything.